Are we going live? Hello, hello, hello. Are we going live? It was very, 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 very slow starting there. I think we might have gremlins in the works, everybody. Gremlins in the works. Are we going live? I wonder. Going live, can we confirm that we're live, everybody, that you're able to watch live? And particularly those that were not able to see the thumbnail. That the thumbnail wasn't showing for. Can you confirm that you're able to watch live on YouTube right now? It's really, really slow starting. Just then. So, Mark Knish, you're on, Gav. Okay, my friend, that's great. So, we are live across YouTube. So the thumbnail wasn't rendering for some people. I don't know why, because I did upload a thumbnail. You know, so you'll see that after the stream anyway. When it's just as a regular video, you guys have a look and see what the thumbnail is, and you know that. But it was really, really slow starting. I didn't think it was going to start there. I sat here, you know, just tapping my fingers, waiting, and I thought we were done for, actually. It's a heart in the mouth moment, but no, we're live. Oh, so hello, good evening. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here on this Sunday evening live stream, going live across YouTube and live across the world. It's GavsWeatherVids for a Sunday evening. Got 33 concurrent viewers with 14 likes on the stream. If you could smash the like button and let YouTube know that you're enjoying the live stream, it'd be absolutely incredible. Thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. So, the plan for this live stream, the first half of the stream, I'm going to go through the live chat. I'll be taking questions, shouting you out along the way. And then the second half of the live stream, got a lot to show you. No, we're going to have a look at the 12Z, Operation Runs, of course. I'm going to do Ensembles Watch as well. I'm going to bring some long range, so we're going to have a look at CFSB2, Beijing Client Center, and Peitao Peng's analogues. This is the final regular Sunday live stream of 2023. Can you believe it? We're virtually at the end of the year. Goodness gracious. So next week, of course, it's Christmas, so I'm going to do a one-off special live stream for that. I'll be live streaming late in the evening again, so we'll be live streaming into the early hours, you know, the first minute or two, first 10 minutes, let's say, 10-15 minutes of Christmas Day. I won't keep people there till like 2-3 in the morning, don't worry, but we will live stream into the first minutes of Christmas Day, so that'll be a completely different stream, you know. The weather will feature a little bit. I suppose we'll go through the model run, but we're not really live streaming for the weather for that one. And then there's not going to be a live stream on New Year's Eve, which is 2 weeks today. So wow, this is the final Sunday live stream of 2023. Hasn't it been an epic run of lives this year, everybody? Unbelievable. Been an epic run. Right, so we will be live streaming though on Wednesday, of course. It'll be 10 to 14 AM. And we'll have a Friday night stream as well. This coming Friday, so it's not the end of the live stream for the year, but it's the end of like the Sunday stream. Right, again, let's have a little sip of magic water. I'm not feeling 100% tonight. I think I've got something in the throat, you know, a bit shivery and that, so I might be coming down with the old lurgy. So you can bear with me tonight, everybody. I might not be 100% on form. I might be a little bit off form tonight. A couple of things I've got to say, and then I will start going through the live chat. So I'm going to be doing a live stream with Weather Fans on Thursday. We're going to be on Weather Fans channel. That is Michael. That's Michael who's in the live chat. Michael, Weather Fans, saying don't talk to me about gremlins after last week. I'm going to be, that's right, Michael. I'm going to be live streaming on Weather Fans channel. I'm going to share the link. So that'll be 7:30 on Thursday, everybody. 7:30 on Thursday. I'll be doing a live stream on somebody else's channel, being like a guest. It's going to be nice. I'll be able to have a sit back, I'll be able to have a mixed pie and a glass of more wine, and let somebody else worry about it all for a change. Let somebody else worry about it all. But if you'd like to join us on Weather Fans channel, There's the link. There's the link to Weather Fans channel. Sub to Weather Fans. And on Thursday at 7:30 in the evening, we'll be doing a little live stream. And we're having a chat. We're going through the model runs, all of that good stuff, you know. And that's going to be epic. So I'm really looking forward. Really looking forward to that. 7:30 on Thursday. Now that's going to be great, isn't it, Michael? We're looking forward to having a little collab there on Michael's Weather Fan channel. The other thing I've got to say is about the historic video. So I've not mentioned the suit was extremely blurry. Maybe try and it looks alright to me. We could try and refresh. My friend, try and refresh. Right, so the other thing I've got to say is that the historic video came from Chris. I haven't spoken about it yet. I'm in an area about what we're going to do, going to and fro with different options, and I've decided that we're going to be doing the historic video this year for the winter of 1836, 1837. We're going to go as far back as you can possibly go within the archive to 1836. That's the first year within the archive, so we're going right way back to the very beginning, and that included a very, very sorry Christmas. Did touch on it a little bit where we did our all Christmas data video a couple of years ago, historic video on Christmas Day, where we looked at every single Christmas day from 1826 right way up to as it was back in 2020, I think. But this is going to go in depth, so this will look in depth not just at that Christmas snowstorm, though that will be the main thing, you know, about that winter, of course, because it was a tremendous snowstorm and caused loss of life through avalanches as well. So we will cover all of that. But as well as that, we're going to have a look at the rest of the winter of 1836, 1837 as well. And that included a very cold March, etc. So more about that on Christmas Day. You'll be able to see that as our historic video on Christmas Day. Just a regular historic video this time, you know, just a regular one. Right, okay, so we're at 52 concurrent viewers with 25 likes on stream. Good smash the like button and let YouTube know that you enjoy my live show. That'd be incredible. Thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. Thank you so much. Right, I'm going to start going through the live chat, I think. Very much thank you so much to our moderators as well. Thank you so much to our lovely moderators, Paul and James. Definitely might be in a little bit later on as well. So thank you so much to our lovely moderators on the stream tonight. Okay, first person in was Michael McLeod. Good evening, Michael. Thank you so much for being on the live stream tonight, Michael. We've also got Shiram in with us. Good evening to Shiram. Thank you so much for being on the live stream. Thank you so much, Shiram, for being here. Rachel Bloxham sneaked in. We saw you, Rachel. We saw you. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, let's come down. Hello to James 098. Good evening, James. Thank you so much. To James for being on the live stream. I'm sorry that you couldn't see your the thumbnail, Mark, but I hope that it's working all right for you now, my friend. I hope that's working okay for you now. Hello to Suit. Good evening to Suit. We'll be here at 6:30 because you're watching a concert. No problem, Suit. No problem, my friend. You enjoy that. You enjoy that. Thank you so much for dropping by, Suit. Okay, who else is in with us? Let's have a look. Steffi. Good evening to Steffi Adcock. We'll be here until 6:10. I'm going to be singing at the Carol Slows. Lovely, Steph. I was at Northampton Cathedral for the Rainbows Carol concert, as you know, on Friday evening. You can't beat it, can you? A few Christmas carols, a little bit of mulled wine, mince pie. I don't know. It's what it's all about, isn't it? You enjoy it, Steph. You have a lovely time. Thank you so much for dropping in. Have a fantastic evening, Steffi. Right, Michael McLeod, shout out to you out already. How to you, my friend? And Paul James, hi to Paul. Thank you so much for being on the live stream tonight, Paul. Got Laura, member as well. Laura Johnson, good evening. Thank you so much for being here, Laura. Okay, Mark Private messaged me. I saw that, Mark. Thank you so much, my friend. It was only the thumbnail. It was nothing to worry about. But thank you so much, my friend. And I'm so pleased, or hopefully things working all right, all right for you with the stream at the moment. Rachel's wondering if Gav took his Darth Belmont to a concert on Friday. No, I did not. That stayed at home, Rachel. I kept that. Well, I better keep that at home. I didn't want to upset anybody. Hello to Chris. I didn't think I better walk into a cathedral wearing Darth's helmet. Hello to Chris A. Good evening to my good friend Chris. Thank you so much for being on live. I've got P. Minnie in with us. Hello to you, P. Thank you so much for being here. Good evening to you lovely people. How are we all? We're doing all right, P. Had a bit of a stressful start to the stream. It was slow starting up. It's hard to about, but we're all right. Thank you so much for checking in to P. Minnie. Black Weather. How are we all doing? I'm doing great. Thank you so much, Black. I've got a little bit of, a little bit something about me, but I'm all right. Thank you so much, Black Weather, for being here. Guy Morley. Hi, Guy. Thank you so much for being on live stream tonight, Guy. Hello to Ben Enty. Good evening to lovely Ben. Thank you so much for being here. Steffi saying lots of people bemoaning that the models keep flip-flopping at GavsWeatherVids. I'm one of them. I'm really fed up. I'm thinking of having the next week off, actually. No, I'm not. But no, I am a bit fed up with the way models have been flip-flopping around. Anyway, Steffi saying, I wonder if it's worth saying that they could be struggling due to being in uncharted territory. Lol. Yeah, I think it's just the models being the models, Steph. I think it's the models being models. It's what they do, isn't it? Like you say, when a little bit of blocking gets in the mix and whatnot. But yeah, it's been a nightmare this past week or so. Hopefully we're going to resolve things soon. Hello to Ben again. I had a glass of something last night. Christmas party. Lovely, Ben, did you? Ben's a party animal, I think. Hello to Austin's Weather Obsessed. Thank you so much, Austin, for being on a live stream tonight. Okay, Matthew Orchard, going to you, Matthew. Looks like the bar weather is going to win out again, just like CFS Weather Model Air suggests every time. It looks like it might do. We'll have a look at 12 and the GFS Ensembles, though, a little bit later on. Thank you so much for being here, Matthew. Hi to Callum Potter. Good evening, Callum. Thank you so much for being on live stream tonight, Callum. And Ben's on one day of leave, back in tomorrow. You've got a day off, to after your Christmas party, Ben. That's nice. That's nice, my friend. Well done. I had a nice time. P. said Metro's still going for a cold spell, mid-January. Yeah, they're hinting at it, aren't they? But I don't be definitive about it, but just saying there's a low possibility of it. So we shall see. It would be good for GavsWeatherVids winter forecast, of course, so wouldn't it? Hello to Debbie the Chicken Crazy. Hi, Debbie. Thank you so much for being here. Weather fans saying Christmas Day has been changing its mind a lot more time than the government does. It's true. It's been flip-flopping all over the place, hasn't it? We're just hit 60 in Copious with 32 likes on stream. If you could give us a like, it'd be incredible. Thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. Hi to Karen H. Hi, Gav. We'll have a cold January or February. That's what I've gone for in winter forecast, but we're going to wait and see, Karen. At the moment, it's all Atlantic, isn't it? Okay, Rachel said smash the like button. Thank you so much, Rachel. Okay, let's go down. Let's have a look. Mark, evening, Gavin. I take it when you said the other day that didn't mean we won't get cold winter ever again. I know you didn't mean that. No, well, you will think we will get a cold winter at some point. Obviously, there's no guarantees ever in the weather, Mark. But yeah, you will hopefully will get a cold winter. I'm sure we will, my friend. We got to at some point, haven't we? Shiram, hello, Gavin. Why do La Nina favour front-load winters and El Nino backloaded? I have no idea, Shiram, why that would be. It's just what is observed, but that's the way that they work out. But quite why that is, I don't know, to be honest. Hello to Anne Smith. Good. If you don't know, so you want to say you don't know, I really don't know why that would be. But that is that's what's observed. Hello to Anne Smith. Good evening, Anne. Thank you so much for being on the live stream, Anne. Mark and Gavin, would you say it's the hot September causing uncertainty? Or other facts? I doubt hot September's got much to do with the uncertainty, Mark. It's probably just down to the weather pattern. It is a little bit of a strange pattern. There is a bit of blocking that's coming into the mix with it. and whatnot. So it's down to weather pattern. I doubt it got much to do with a hot September. Paul got kicked out by YouTube. Oh dear, we don't want that happening, do we, Paul? Mark saying, Gavin, what helps high pressure? Let's do this again. Mark saying, what helps high pressure go to Greenland? It tends to be if you get a bit of warm air advection, you know, so if you've got like warm air pushing up from like the middle of the Atlantic into the polar region, into Greenland and whatnot, then that will tend to help set up like a block, you know, a block of high pressure. I got a super chat. Okay, everybody sit their fingers in their ears, everybody. Super chat! Woo, 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 woo! Thank you so much to Nottinghamshire. And what's the rest of Nottinghamshire's username? Derbyshire. Anyway, it's Josh. Hello to Josh. Thank you so much, Josh, for your super chat. And LDO about to really weaken. It looks like it is. Yeah, I've seen some data suggesting that it might start to wind down. You know, the El Nino might start to wind down, although there will be a time lag. So it has been quite strong, El Nino. We're up to like the second half of December, so any weakening of the El Nino probably won't have that much effect on the atmospheric state until later in the winter. It won't be immediate, you know, but it looks like the El Nino is going to weaken. And I believe the positive IOD phase is weakening as well. So I think it might all be indicating that we're just setting up like a colder second half to the winter. Nottinghamshire, Derbyshire weather. That's right. Thanks for reminding me, Andy. Yeah, it's Josh. Thank you so much for your super chat, my friend. I think we might be into it's going to set up a colder second half to the winter, but we'll have to, you know, we'll have to wait and see. My good friend Jack Lowe is here, my dining partner. We had a nice meal, didn't we, Jack, last Monday? Had a lovely time, didn't we? Thank you so much, Jack, for being here. Right, better get back up to where I was. Thank you so much for your super chat, Josh. That's incredible. Thank you so much, my friend. Right, better get back up to where I was in the live chat. So Paul had just got kicked out by YouTube. You don't want that, do you? I'm so sorry that happened, Paul. Hello to Alex B. Hi, Alex. Thank you so much for being on the live stream tonight. Shiram saying, hello, Gavin. Do you remember in the classic 80s winters, it was mild in December and Xmas, and then in January and February we got the cold and so it's true, the 80s winters did seem to pan out like that. Of course, there was 81, which had a very cold December, but overall that was a decade, you know, of pretty mild Decembers and cold Januaries and Februaries, which is not something that we're used to in recent years and decades, definitely. If anything, December's tended to be slightly more wintry, I think, you know, in the 2000s and the 90s, in the 90s and the 2000s anyway, December's tended to be a little bit more wintry than January and February, but that is how indeed things tended to work out in the classic 80s winters. You're right there, Sheeran. Mark saying, Gavin, if we got a high right, so Mark, that's your Greenland question. Tends to be via warm air advection that will send warm air up into the polar region, the Arctic, Greenland, and just like pumping up a tire, that will inflate a ridge, you know, a bubble of high pressure. Of course, you can also though get an Arctic high that will push across the Arctic and down into Greenland. Sometimes you go to Scandinavia as well, and that's another way that you can get that. That tends to be a little bit different, with that. Right, okay, Mark and Gavin, if we got a high right over us for a while, and it's clear, even if it's mild, over time it turns cold and frosty. Yes, you will get an inversion if the high is centrally located and it's a clear high. Then even if the upper air temperature is quite warm, down on the surface it will get pretty cold. And that's how you get the classic frost and fog type setup, Mark. Shiram, hope you feel better, Gav. Thank you so much, my friend. I'm all right. You know, just got a little bit of something about me, I think. Hello to Menzie. Menzie54 is here. Good evening to you, Menzie. Thank you so much for being on the live stream tonight. Monty is here as well. Good evening to Monty Pio. Thank you so much for being here, Monty. Martin Gavin, do you agree this pattern up to now is very similar to 21-22 with Chris on a knife edge? Of course, it could still get on January and February. Yeah, it seems quite similar to that, doesn't it? And we did say like a 50-50 knife edge type Christmas in the winter forecast. So yeah, I agree with that, Mark, definitely. Weather fans, looking forward to it. I'll be leaving in a moment as I'm taking daughter to bed. No problem, Michael. You have a great evening, my friend, and we'll get together on Thursday 7:30 on your channel, and it'll be nice. I'll be able to just sit back, relax, let somebody else leave the live stream. I won't have to worry about anything, and I'm looking forward to it. See you on Thursday, my friend. Have a great evening. Callum is asking me, do I like the group Supertramp? I don't know them greatly, Callum. I've heard of them, but I don't really know what they song off the top of my head, but I'm sure they're great. Shiram is pleased with the choice for the historic be on Christmas Day. Thank you so much, Shiram. Ibby, good evening to you. Thank you so much for being here, Ibby. Mark thinks that should be a good historic video too. Thank you so much, Mark. Mark also said, I was just saying to the one saying, my own Christmas facts, Mark Bogan made a good point the other day, saying it's rare, you're more likely to get snow after Christmas or in January and February. It's true. I've made that point a lot, Mark, actually. I've said that a lot. You know, I always say, particularly like in lowland southern England, any snow that falls before Christmas, you can get snow falling before Christmas, it's a bonus, really. I never expect snow here in the towers until January, and I always think if it snows before Christmas, then that's a bonus, you know, because I'm not expecting it. So Mark is quite right. Mark Vogan, lovely Mark, he's quite right about that, and you know, I've said that as well. Hi to P. Billy again. Hello to you, my friend GavsWeatherVids. How did Carrot go? It's lovely. It's a lovely night, my friend. Yeah, it was quite moving, you know, because it's like children's hospice, and they got like a choir with them. Who was the choir? Let me have a look. They did a great job. They did an absolutely fantastic job. I've got my programme still here. The Rock Choir. Yes, yeah, Northampton. That's like a national choir, I think, but you get regional branches of it. So it's the Northampton branch of the Rock Choir. And then they had Glee for Kids, which was like a little children's choir, and that was lovely. You know, that was absolutely lovely. They did, this is the roll call of the songs they did. Check this out, everybody. I'll come down to the bottom of the live chat for a moment. So, check this roll call out of everything that they sang. They did Let It Snow, Let It Snow, Let It Snow. Carol of the Bells, Merry Xmas everyone, a bit of shaky. We enjoyed that. A Little Town of Bethlehem. We had a talk from one of the clinical pediatric palliative care nurses, Karen. That was, you know, really special moment. The kids, they did Away in a Manger. Merry Christmas, everyone. They also did Once in Royal David City, Hark the Herald Angels Sings, Silent Night, Rocking Around a Christmas Tree, Oh Come All Ye Faithful. I mean, it just goes on and on. The roll call of carols and that, they sang, was amazing. Then we finished with 1,000 Years, First Noel, Silent Night, that's like a mashup, and I Wish It Could Be Christmas, along with the 12 Days of Christmas, you know, the Partridge, the Pear Tree, that thing that's been haunting me since I was at school. It was a lovely night, and I'm so pleased that I was able to attend it, and really set me up for set me up for Christmas. So it was fantastic. And thank you so much, you know, to Rainbows for organising it. Thank you so much to the choirs. Thank you so much to Northampton Cathedral for hosting us. It was a wonderful night. Very wholesome. Channel member chat, one at the bottom of the live chat. We'll go back up to where it was in a moment, but we're going to start screen capturing soon, actually, everybody. But I'm going to go back up to where it was. So I'll go back up to where it was in a moment, but we've had a channel member chat from Andy, my good friend City Andy, saying, still think this Christmas will be cold with some snow. Not a prolonged cold spell yet. Merry Christmas to all. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you so much. You've been a channel member for 42 months. That is unbelievable. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my friend. Right, okay. Let's have a look. Where I get to. So it's PR's about counter service. Hello to Bob. Hello to you, Bob. Thank you so much for being on Bob. Thank you so much, Bob, for being on the live stream tonight. Okay, Jack, my good friend Jack Lowe. Even Gav, how's it going, my friend? Have a great stream. Thank you so much for dropping in, Jack. I'm a little bit cold in and whatnot, but I'm all right. Thank you so much, my friend, for being here. Nottinghamshire and Derbyshire Weather Watch. Hello to you, Josh. Thank you so much for your super chat earlier. Shiram, have you got magic water in my fridge in Gav's town, Gavin? Yes, well, I do keep some of it in my fridge. Some of it comes out of the tap, some of it comes from the fridge. Michael McCall, very mild here tonight, 11.9 degrees, rain all day. It's supposed to be mild, but I've been feeling cold, but I think it's because I've got something about me. I've got a bit of a bug, I think, but it's supposed to be a very mild weekend, hasn't it? Hello to Simon Jenkins. Thank you so much, Simon, for being on our live stream tonight. Okay, let's go down there. Hello to the amazing Marcus guy. Thank you so much, Marcus, for being here. That's unbelievable. We've got Katrine in us as well. Good evening to Katrine Baso. Thank you so much, Katrine, for being here. Ethan Williams, hello to you. Evening all. Have I missed anything interesting? We're going to do data imminently, Ethan. In about 3 minutes, we'll start looking at the 12s there, doing ensembles, watching all of that good stuff. So it's all to come. It's all to be revealed. Thank you so much for being on the live stream tonight. Rachel, keep smashing that like button, everybody. Keep smashing it, everybody. Please smash like button. We're at 60 concurrent viewers with 40 likes on stream. So again, if you could give us a like, it would be amazing. And thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. Hi to Lee Stevens. Good evening, Lee. Thank you so much for being here. Mark saying you tend to get colder weather later on with El Nino. Yes, you do. Quite why that's the case, I don't know, but it is observable that it tends to be like later in the winter, but it gets cold in an El Nino winter. Austin's weather obsessed. All these wobbles are so annoying. You can't help but feel hopeful every time we flick towards cold. I would be disappointed when it gets mild. It's up and down, isn't it? Very up and down at the moment, Austin, with the weather model output. So, yeah, I get frustrated as everybody else by it, but it is what it is. And it's the joy of forecasting, you know, a British winter, for a British winter. Hello to AM. Asking if I missed a lot. We're going to start screen capturing soon. Jack saying it's unusually mild in Warwickshire today. White Christmas might be off it again. Yeah, it's on again, it's off again. On again, off again. On again, off again. That's how it's been going on, Jack. It's a nightmare. I think I've shout out Simon Jenkins already, but hello to you, Simon. Thank you so much for being here. Ben is saying I think of White Christmas for the northwest of the UK. 100% for Scotland over high ground. It might, I should say the other day, it might be a little bit like 04, Christmas 2004, where there was a White Christmas in the north and northwest that Christmas. So it might end up a little bit like that. We shall see. But yeah, I think there will be some so around, at least close to Christmas, Ben. I think you're right with that. Matthew saying it was 0.0 second half, 0 second half, right, okay, got on YouTube now, so I'm not sure what the latest is. I don't know, still not. Is that the United game? That might be the United game people are chatting about there. Okay, let's have a look. P. Minnie, whatever Christmas brings, I hope you will have a fantastic time and enjoy. Yeah, we just had to roll with it, don't we? At the end of the day, whatever the weather gods throw us, said, Ben, we just had to go with it, really, don't we? There's not much we can do about it. And I'm sure everyone will have a lovely time anyway. Mark and Gavin, would you say the cluster of cold winters from 08 to 13 was similar to the 80s ones? Yeah, probably, yeah. So we have the run of cold winters, well, like a decade of cold winters, really, from 76, 77 till 86, 87. Of course, there were some minor ones in between, but really it was like a run of 10 years, of around a decade of pretty cold winters, including like the middle 80s, so 84, 85, 85, 86, 86, 87. Those were the three, you know, really cold trilogy of winters. So, yes, I suppose what happened between 08, 09 and 12, 13 is similar. Hello to Jet D10. Thank you so much, Jet D, for being on live stream tonight. AM saying supposed to be in a strong aurora storm tonight. Yeah, big levels of solar activity at the moment. Big levels of solar activity. Right, okay. Oh, Darth Vader has arrived. so much, Darth Vader, for checking into our live stream tonight. Thank you so much, Darth. That's unbelievable. What's Darth saying? Unfortunately, I've got a poorly tummy, so unfortunately my stomach hurts, so I will not be so active. I'm so sorry to hear that, Darth. So sorry, my friend. I hope you feel better soon. I hope your stomach settles down soon. Thank you for dropping in, and hopefully we can entertain you anyway while you're not feeling too well. Right, okay. Let's look. Best Crazy Boy. Hi to you, my friend. Good evening to Best Crazy Boy. Hi, Gav. Thanks for all your hard work this year. My son thinks you're very talented and super funny. Thank you so much. That's incredibly kind. I don't know what your son's name is, but hello to him, and I hope he's having a lovely Sunday. I hope he's going to have a lovely Christmas. I'm sure he will be. Thank you so much. Danik. Hi, how's the chat stream looking for January? Yeah, we don't know, basically. We're hoping that chat stream's going to go, for our winter forecast, that chat stream's going to go southwards and deliver us some colder weather. But at the moment, we're struggling to work out what's happening, like in a week's time, never mind 3 or 4. So we'll just wait and see. Thank you so much for being here, my friend. Marks and Gavin, one of Mr. P singers came on radio today. Cliff Richard with Saviour's Day. She loved Cliff. Yeah, she loved a bit of Cliff, especially at Christmas. Hello to Albert Van Lingard. Hello to you, my friend. So, as an African Dutchman, I'm shocked I understand this kind of English. Oh, right. Well, thank you for dropping by. Anyway, hello to Fisk. Good evening to you. And hello to Lee Warren as well. Callum is saying, would you say winter 2021 was probably the last cold winter, Gab? It was quite cold, yeah, particularly so up in the north, a little bit less so down here, but we did have some cold weather at times that winter. We're at 75 yes, with 44 lights on stream. Turning into a big live stream, please press like button to everybody. Let YouTube know you're enjoying the live stream. That'd be incredible if you could all do that. Cam doesn't think it feels as mild as it was meant to be. I've been feeling cold all weekend. Hello to Adam Coulter. Good evening to you, Adam. Okay, so I'm going to come down to the bottom of the live chat. Hello to all of you at the bottom of the live chat. If I've missed anybody, just start screen capturing imminently now, everybody, with Ensembles Watch and Trials Out of Men some long range. So if I've missed anybody in the live chat, please give me a thumbs up emoji or waving emoji. I'll give you a shout out. I'm going to start screen capturing in 2 minutes. Hello to Frank Cromack. Good evening, Gavin. Also, it's melted at low levels in Austria. Touch and go for next Sunday, where it's cold enough for to snow. Fingers crossed. I should keep my fingers crossed that you can get a white Christmas next week, my friend. I'll keep my fingers crossed about that. Okay, Martin, let's be honest, everyone, we moan about it, but we really love it in the UK because you just never know what's going to happen. It keeps on our toes, doesn't it, Mark? The weather definitely keeps us on our toes. Michael Cowling, hi, Gab, my inflatable was blown away because of the wind. And it's not even windy. Oh, right, Michael. Imagine what I could do with that comment on a Friday night. 77 concurrents. Massive live stream. Massive live stream. Hello to Duncan Watt. Thank you so much for being here, Duncan. Hi to Lee Warren as well. Hello to you, my friend. Right, okay, Shiram, winter 46-47 did not start till the 20th of January. Well, we're a couple of cold snaps in December, but yeah, I'll go with it. You're right there, really, Shiram. I had a classic spell of warm air advection before this, with a very mild winter before the very mild weather before the severe winter started. You're right, yeah, it's very mild. There was a sudden stratospheric warming as well. Big sudden stratospheric warming the second week of January that was associated with that winter. While all of that was going on, yes, week was very mild, and then 20th of January, it all turned on its head. Right, okay, Santa Claus has dropped in. Let's see what Santa's got to say. Ho, 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 ho. Gavin, very busy here in Lapland. The reindeer are looking sharp in their practice runs. Good. Keeping an eye on your Christmas Eve forecast for when we arrive in the UK. I can't wait for you to arrive, Santa. Mr. Claus, thank you so much for dropping in to our live stream, and I shall keep you updated. And please remember to stop by the towers on your travels through the night, okay? Please drop by the towers. Thank you so much, Santa. And you have a fantastic Christmas, my friend. Hello to Xenon777. It's so windy. It's very blowy out there, isn't it? Michael Cowley, going to get very windy on Thursday. Yes, it will do. Sib, I'm going to Lapland next year. 2010 is a distant memory now. You may have to. You may have to. If you want to see a cold Christmas. Martin, Gavin, someone told me a joke once. They said they knew 3 bad winters. One was 47, one was 63, and the other was the winter, comedian Bernie Winter. That's a Christmas cracker joke, I think, Mark. That's a Christmas cracker joke. Right, okay, it's 25 to 7. We'd better crack on. We've got a lot to show you. Been a fantastic live stream. Hello to Barry Bliss there. Thank you so much, Barry. Lee Stevens, I hope your sack is full, Santa. I've been a good boy this year. Yeah, Lee, make sure you give Lee a visit. But make sure you come to GavsWeatherVids Towers first. Okay, Santa, thank you so much. Right, okay, been a fantastic live stream so far. It's now time to bring you data. So I am going to turn off the display. No, I'm not. I'm going to turn off. What am I doing? I'm going to turn off the webcam, and the image is going to go as well. There we go. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to screen capture for you on this Sunday evening. Been an epic live stream so far. Thank you so much, everybody. Unbelievable. Thank you so much. Right, I better shout everybody out, haven't I? Before I move on, have I shouted everybody else? I shouted you all out. I think so. I think everybody's had a shout out who is here. But if I miss anybody again, please give me a waving emoji or a thumbs up emoji. Sure, do you know why the models keep changing, Gavin, for Xmas? I think it's just because it's quite a difficult pattern for the models to see and work out, my friend. I think that's what it is. Right, okay, so fantastic. Been an amazing live stream. Thank you so much, everybody. We're hovering between 75 and 80 concurrent viewers. Will we push this up to 80 concurrent as we screen share? I wonder. Please smash that like button. Everybody at 48 likes on the stream. And thank you so much, everyone, for doing that. Hello to Sue. I'm back. Hello to you, my friend. Hope the screen's not as blurry now. Okay, let's have a look then. So the first thing we'll do is have a look at the 12Z model runs. Why don't we do that? So we'll start off with the UK Met Euro run. We'll go to 72 hours and we're going to enable the hover. Here we go then. So winds in from the west on Wednesday, looking relatively mild then. Now we go through into Thursday. We get a little bit of a northerly push and another low coming in Friday to Saturday. That gives a spell of wet and windy weather. And then as we go from Saturday into Sunday into Christmas Eve, look at this. UK Met Euro is turning cold. Wind going back into the north there with the UK Met. So the UK Met still going for cold weather to establish on Christmas Eve. 850 HPA temperatures look like that. Minus 5 Celsius iceberg coming southwards. I reckon that northerly will probably carry on to Christmas Day. So I reckon the UK Met is going for a cold Christmas. It's not over yet, everybody. It's not over yet. How's Icon looking? So again, we've got winds in from a relatively mild west-northwesterly direction on Wednesday. Then beyond that, winds start turning into a cooler northwesterly, very unsettled as well by Saturday 23rd. Northerly winds start setting in. Oh, this is an upgrade from Icon. 2 northerlies are back in as we get through to Christmas Eve. As far as we get to with the Icon 12Z is to midnight on Christmas Day. Looking cold there. Santa, you might need your scarf and gloves. That's looking quite cold there by midnight on Christmas Day. Upper temperatures are becoming colder. We could well wake up to some frost with that, especially in the northern half of the country. Maybe a few wintry showers up there as well. Right, that's that one done. GFS 12Z is looking like this. Again, winds are coming in from a relatively mild west to northwesterly direction. Let me just make sure I'm screen capturing. Yes, I am. Right, okay, winds coming in from a relatively mild west to northwesterly direction through the middle part of the week. Then at the end of the week, begins to go cold. That's Christmas Eve. Northwesterly winds start setting in. Not much of a northerly, but it is colder with a northwesterly. But a ridge of high pressure probably gives a mostly dry but chilly Christmas Day. Low pressure starts coming back in for Boxing Day. Now, this one's quite interesting. This low is struggling to send its weather front eastward. See this elongation? I see the kinky isobars. Wow. That I talked about on yesterday's video. By the way, that was a good video, wasn't it? Cold, what was it? Cold Christmas, getting back on track. And then today's video was Cold Christmas off the rails. Gav having a bit of fun with the titles there, with those two. But anyway, back to the GFS 12 then. Again, we've got this elongation in the isobars, a kink in the isobars. That's where weather fronts are stalling to get in from the Atlantic, coming into that cold air. So that might be a little bit of fun and games on Boxing Day. Christmas Day itself is cold. Look at this. So check this out. Upper air temperatures are looking cold. Cold air coming southwards on Christmas Eve with -5 Celsius. Iceberg, that cold air then sticking around for Christmas Day. So it is a cold Christmas Day on the GFS 12 then. And then Boxing Day, quite interesting, as this milder air comes in from the Atlantic. It is struggling a little bit, but it does push through by the end of Boxing Day. So there might be a little bit of temporary snow early Boxing Day there, especially in the north and the northeast, but then back to rain. Right, then the rest of the GFS 12 then, after Boxing Day, looks like that. So just very unsettled, low pressure, bringing lots of wet and windy weather in from off the Atlantic. We finish up by the new year still in a little bit of an Atlantic onslaught type pattern. Right, okay, so I'll tell you what we'll do next. We shall have a look at the strat data with that 12Z run. Why don't we do that at Metrocella? So initially, you know, because but you notice how I notice this on day 10 to 14 debut. Notice how the PV its roots, these blue colours, are becoming stretched here over the pole. So that's a little bit interesting. And then into the extended, we start seeing this quite significant. Well, it's a minor warming, but it covers a large area. So that's not a significant warming in terms of the temperature, but it's quite significant in terms of the area that it's covering. This big old warming here of the stratosphere over over Siberia, really. Again, that's not reaching SSW levels, but that's how they can look sometimes when they're starting off. So we need to go on, you know, another week or so. Would that develop into a SSW type scenario? Would be interesting to ponder, but no more than that. Right, that's that done. GM and this is how the gems looking. So again, winds in from a west-northwesterly direction, relatively mild on Wednesday. Then we start bringing in some very unsettled weather, possibly quite stormy through Thursday to Friday, very windy spell. Then turning colder on the eve of Christmas Eve, winds in from the northwest. That is Christmas Eve, so milder air trying to come in from the Atlantic into that cold air. Very inconclusive with the GM. Are we cold or are we mild with that? Eventually, though, by Boxing Day, milder air pushes through across the country, although it does look wet and windy. How do the upper air temperatures look for Christmas with the GM? Again, down comes that cold air by Saturday. We're all within quite cold air. Christmas Eve, cold air retreats a little bit, but still generally quite cold, I think, there. Those parts of the country on Christmas Eve. Boxing Day, Christmas Day, I should say, still looking pretty chilly at the very least. Cold up in the north. And then mild air begins invading from the west as we go after Boxing Day into the through Boxing Day into the 27th. So rather inconclusive there with GEM, but probably overall on the cold side. The ECM won't be finished updating for 10 minutes, so we'll come back to that. So the next thing to look at is going to be Ensembles Watch, I think. So why don't we do that? So for this, we're going to start it. Let's start it on the eve of Christmas Eve at 144 hours. I'll just go back to YouTube for a moment. Oh, wow, we're at 96 concurrent viewers. Unbelievable, turning to a massive live stream. Thank you so much, everybody. With 53 likes on the stream, if you could smash that like button to let YouTube know that you're enjoying the stream, be incredible. Mark and Gavin, missing the last live stream at 6 p.m. till the 7th of January. Just realised that. Yeah, I said that at the start, Mark. Yeah, this is the final Sunday, regular Sunday live stream of the year. We'll be back, though. We'll be back in the new year at 6 p.m. on a Sunday. Of course, next week we have got our Christmas Eve live stream as well. Sure, I think the final outcome for Christmas is not going to be decided until 23rd December. Waiting, this is all going. Possibly going to keep us guessing until Christmas itself, maybe. Anne saying we'll be mild again tomorrow, lol. Probably, Anne. You wouldn't rule it out, would you? Mark saying we need to get a proper cold Atlantic. We need to get proper cold in Atlantic to shut down. It's a little bit too active, isn't it, for proper blocking at the moment. Okay, sure. If only I got put the Azores high in my hand and put it in the roastery for winter. Yeah, throw it away. Throw the Azores high away. Let's have a look. Yeah, you're having a fantastic time on YouTube. Great, thank you so much. Laura's laughing. I wonder, is that if I said something funny, or is that what's going on live text? I don't. I just get snippets of conversations. So did I say something funny? I might have done. I've been relatively toned down, though, for this one, haven't I? Relatively toned down. Thank you so much for being here, Laura. Jacob Duffy, hi to you. Thank you so much for being on the live stream tonight. Right, let's do Ensembles Watchmen. So why don't we do that? So we're starting off with the control run, and we're beginning this on Christmas Eve. So cooler air digging in from the north bend. We get a bit of a northwesterly as we get through to Christmas Eve itself, looking rather chilly then. Then low pressure coming in from off the Atlantic into Christmas Day. Coming to cold out, might deliver some snow up north and cold rain down in the south. Another low coming in from the Atlantic. Again, that one's bringing mild air into the south, but possibly snow up in the north. That low is going to zip through and introduce a cold northeasterly between Christmas and the New Year. Then high pressure in over country, bringing a spell of the gruesome too, some frost and fog, and then we're into southwest winds, so mild but also wet and windy into the beginning of 2024. We finish up by 2nd of January, putting down another northerly. Right, that's the control run. Ensemble member number 1 looks like this on the eve of Christmas Eve. So mild, wet and windy with low pressure in from off the Atlantic. That carries on to Christmas Eve, and Christmas Day also looking mild, wet, windy as well. Cold snap just after Christmas. The ensemble member number 1 briefly, and then we're back into southwesters again. Mild, wet, and windy then taking us through to the new year. Ensemble member number 2 looking really mild on Saturday, Christmas Eve. High pressure south, low pressure to the north. Christmas Eve itself also looking generally mild, wet, and also windy, and so that's a mild but unsettled Christmas there. Beyond that, we start turning cooler or colder as we approach the new year. A little bit of a cold snap in there before we're back into those mild west southwesters again. Ensemble member number 3 with deep low pressure to our north on Christmas Eve, bring lots of cool but stormy weather. This is quite cold heading towards Christmas Eve. Winds in from the northwest, winds turning into the north by Christmas Day. That's a cold Christmas with ensemble member number 3. Doesn't last much beyond Christmas Day. Boxing Day turns stormy, wet, windy, and mild. And look at that windstorm that we got there. Wow. Overnight 26 to 27. We know about that. That will blow away the cobwebs. And quite cold after that as well, with winds in from northwest direction. And then further stormy and quite cold weather into the new year as well. Coming and going, but some cold snaps with ensemble member number 3. Ensemble member number 4. Again, drawing up those southwest winds as we go into Christmas. So this is mild for Christmas. Mild for Christmas with ensemble member number 4. A little bit of a cooler interlude after Christmas under that area of high pressure. Could be some frost and fog. Then we're back into unsettled again as we approach the new year. That's how we aimed up. Cool and showery. Ensemble member number 5 with high pressure and Biscay, low pressure up towards Greenland. Winds in from a west to southwest direction. A mild for Christmas with ensemble member number 5. What happens after that? Well, stays mild just beyond Christmas. Then we get a little bit cooler or colder snap, but high pressure is back in again. And then head up towards the new year with low pressure deepening over to the east of the country. So down comes quite a cold northerly then as we get into the new year. We finish up with the high pressure south, low pressure to the north by the 2nd of January. But that looks like it could be starting to set up as a blocking feature close to Greenland. Ensemble member number 6. Real mixed bag already, these. We've got another 24 to get through. Ensemble member number 6 looking generally mild for Christmas, with winds in from a west to southwesterly direction. Possibly hinting, trying to get a bit colder as we go into towards the new year, but actually staying just generally rather stormy there with ensemble member number 6 around the new year. Ensemble member number 7 bringing cooler air from the northwest on Saturday next week, and then winds go into more of a northerly direction for Christmas Eve. Beyond that, we're into mild southwesterly winds, looking unsettled. And then into the end of the year, we turn cold, a brief cold snap there sometime just before New Year's Eve, before we go back into those milder southwesters, and then back to something a bit colder again. So really seesawing between milder, colder conditions there with number 7. Ensemble member number 8 looks mild on Saturday with southwesterly winds heading into Christmas Eve, turning a little bit cooler, but not overly cold, keeping the wind basically from west or southwest right way up to the new year. So very unsettled with ensemble member number 8. Possibly hints at getting a little bit colder perhaps by the beginning of January. Ensemble member number 9, again, those southwesterly winds, high pressure, south low pressure is to the north there, looking stormy as well as we go into the Christmas to New Year period. Winds remain from a southwesterly direction, so very unsettled conditions carrying on up to New Year. Ensemble member number 10, a little bit colder next Saturday with more of a northwesterly type influence. Although not cold, we don't get wind into the north. We bring low pressure back in for Christmas Day, so that looks stormy for Christmas Day there. Ensemble member number 10, that's a different idea. Then colder for Boxing Day with that one. Then we've got lower pressure trying to come in from off the Atlantic, but that's quickly, high pressure trying to come in, I should say, but that's quickly pushed aside by low pressure in the Atlantic, so that one's staying unsettled as well. Ensemble member number 11, again with those winds in from the northwesterly direction. And then low pressure coming in on Christmas Eve, so that one also looking unsettled. Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. Could we finish up with something completely different, what not been expecting? And could we finish up actually quite wet and windy on Christmas Day? You wouldn't rule it out based on some of these ensembles. Boxing Day also looking very unsettled as well. They have a little bit of a cold snap pushing through towards the new year before winds go back into the southwest again. Number 12 looking like this. So again, southwesterly winds, relatively mild over Christmas, also potentially very unsettled. Then a bit of a cold snap just beyond, but overall, weather keeps driving in from off the Atlantic up to the new year. That's New Year's Day, looking very unsettled there. So the deluge goes on with number 12 and number 13. Again, that's high pressure south, low pressure north. On Saturday, southwesterly winds bringing generally mild weather beyond that. So that starts to dig low pressure in. So that's relatively mild. So a bit of a cold snap from the northwest on Christmas Day. Then low pressure diving in for Boxing Day. Now that's interesting. That could deliver something wintry up north anyway. And then beyond that, we go into those west-southwesterly winds and mild for the new year. Number 14, I'm sorry, remember number 14, looking like that. So that's quite cold with northwesterly winds on Saturday. And then winds turning to the north for Christmas Eve. So this one is number 14, I'm sorry, remember number 14, producing a cold Christmas. Northerly winds for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Could be some snow in the mix with that as well. That's the coldest that we've seen so far, I think, on Ensemble member number 14 for Christmas. Beyond that, we're back into those southwesterly winds, turning milder, but also unsettled up to the new year. And then Ensemble member number 15 looks mild on Saturday, with winds up from a southwest wind. What are you making of all of this? What are you all making of this, I wonder? Little bit of a cold snap there into Christmas Eve. Doesn't last long. Low pressure brings wet, windy weather in for Christmas Day. And then we're under high pressure. And then we just keep it generally quite mild right way through to the new year. What are we all making of this, everybody? 102 can come. Yes, massive live stream. Thank you so much, everybody. What are you all making of it? Chris A, it's a confusing picture. You're telling me, Chris. You're telling me, my friend. Rachel. What if it tasted of lemon meringue? Would you, Rachel? I don't know. Get snippets of conversation. Lee Warren. Oh, ensemble member number 3. Yeah. You'll have a good time over on YouTube, I think. Adam C. Wish you a very Merry Christmas, Gav. And thank you for your hard work navigating our complex weather patterns this weather patterns this year. I hope you have a wonderful 2024. In the words of a good doctor, Alonzi. Hello to you, my friend. Thank you so much. That's an incredibly kind message. Thank you so much. Richard Sia. Hello to Richard Shaw. Looks like the match I've just watched, Christmas United trying its best, love. It's trying its best, Rich, but it's all very confusing. Shira, it's about to clear somebody bucket of water, Gavin. It's very confused picture, isn't it, my friend? Right, where are we going next then? Ensemble member number 16. Here we go, Ben. So that was looking mild for Saturday, and also rather wet and windy, turning cooler into Christmassy with that one. Everything is suddenly tracking low as well, so that might deliver something wind chill its northern edge late Christmas night into Boxing Day. Otherwise, turning colder from the north then as we get to Boxing Day the 27th. Then we're back into those west-southwesterlies again. High pressure and ridges into the new year. So that's a different one for the new year, turning drier and more settled there. Ensemble member number 17 with winds in from the northwest, looking quite chilly and showery there as well. So that goes colder on Christmas Eve into Christmas Day under that little transient ridge. That's quickly pushed aside after Christmas as it turns milder, wetter and windy. Then we're back into those northwesterlies again as we approach the new year. No, that's colder for the new year with that one. Ensemble member number 18, northwesterly winds on Saturday. So that's colder for the north anyway. Rain clear in the south. Then it's going to be cold, I think, Christmas Eve. Winds in from the north. That's a cold Christmas Eve. Christmas Day, probably still quite cold until milder air starts coming in later on. Boxing Day looks milder, wetter and windier. And then between Christmas and New Year, it's rather stormy, unsettled and colder as well, with low pressures taking more of a southerly track. So ending up by the New Year, looking quite cold and wintry there, with ensemble member number 18. Ensemble member number 19 looks very mild on Saturday, with southwesterly winds, but turns cooler into Christmas Eve and then potentially cold into Christmas Day, with winds turning into the north. Then we're back into westerlies again after Christmas. Rather stormy then up to the new year, though begins to go colder again, with winds more from the northwesterly direction with that one. Ensemble member number 20 again drawing up that southwesterly wind on Saturday, and then winds in from the northwest for Christmas Eve. It's a little bit chilly. The milder air coming back with low pressure on Christmas Day, could turn wet and windy, and then beyond that, beyond short goes on. Look at that windstorm there on the 30th of December. Goodness gracious me, let's hope that doesn't verify. Colder for New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, and then milder by 2nd of January. Ensemble member number 21, looking very mild on Saturday. Cooler air starts digging in for Christmas Eve, though, and Christmas Day turns drier but colder. Then that high gets swept away, turn milder after Christmas, but also wetter and windier, and then very mild into the new year, with high pressure to our southwest drawing up along wet southwesterly. Ensemble member number 22, again with high pressure south, low pressure to the north, so that we're looking pretty mild, wet, windy as well. So that's mild for Christmas with ensemble member number 22. Beyond that, so rather mild and showery really between Christmas and the New Year, with winds in from the southwest. Ensemble member number 23, again with those southwesterly winds on Saturday into Christmas Eve, though turns cooler, especially up in the north, and by the time you get through to Christmas Day and Boxing Day, well, cold for the north, mild and wet down in the south. Eventually we go into cold northerly winds, then low pressure digs in from the north as we go between Christmas and New Year, so drier, colder, frosty under that area of high pressure. Right, that's that one done milder by the new year. Ensemble member 24, that was colder the Saturday with more of a west-northwesterly. What do we make of this? I don't know what we make of it. Northerly winds with ensemble member 24 and Christmas, so that is a cold Christmas. And maybe some wintry weather with those little troughs of low pressure as well, so that's interesting. Boxing Day also looking quite cold. Milder air starts establishing for the south anyway after Christmas, but still quite cold up in the north. And then into the new year we keep that Atlantic driven pattern going. Ensemble member 25, again that was quite chilly on Saturday with a northwest wind, then low pressure zips through and turns wind into the north on Christmas Eve. This is a cold Christmas as well, with northerly winds on Christmas Day. It's all up for grabs, isn't it? It's not to decided at all what's going to happen this Christmas. It's a week away, and basically, certainly with GFS Ensembles, any option is possible, other than probably high pressure. There's not much high pressure, but I mean, other than that, any option is possible. Boxing Day, big low runs across the south. That could bring rain and snow. The southern areas, then high pressure tries reaching in, but it's quickly pushed away as lower pressure comes in from off the Atlantic, so it turns milder up to the new year. Ensemble members of 26 again with both southwesterly winds. Goodness gracious me. Mild, wet and windy with that one. So southwest winds, yeah, on Saturday. Then something a little bit cooler for Christmas Day. Beyond that, so just low pressure keeps on coming. Further areas of low pressure. The onslaught goes on up to New Year. Ensemble member number 27. Again with a mild southwesterly on Saturday, but then we turn windy into the northwest and the north through Christmas Eve. So getting colder on Christmas Eve, briefly under a transient ridge. Say no high pressure, but briefly under a transient ridge on Christmas Day for mild, wet, windy weather comes back in from off the Atlantic. After that, colder northerly winds return, but just before the New Year, and then the New Year itself goes milder with the onslaught continuing. Ensemble member number 28, again looking very mild on Saturday with this one, and keeping it mild into Christmas Eve and Christmas Day as well. So that's a mild Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, turning colder after Christmas with this one. Winds going into the north as we approach the New Year, and cold for the New Year as well with northerly winds. Ensemble member number that's different again, that's cold for the New Year. Ensemble member number 29 with southwesterly winds. So I'm going to need to lie down after this. It's doing my head in, I have to say. Done me head in. Christmas Day looking cool and northwesterly. Could be wintry showers up in the north, and then the low pressures keep on coming right way up to the New Year. And finally, ensemble member number 30 with high pressure south, low pressure. Not finally for this, still got more data to show you, but finally for the ensembles watch part of the video, high pressure south, low pressure to the north, so very mild on Saturday, mild weather continuing into Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, looking pretty mild as well. Ensemble member of 30 starts getting colder after Christmas with more of a northerly type influence, briefly anyway, but the New Year itself actually is mild, wet and windy. Oh, goodness gracious, 106 concurrent viewers, 62 likes on stream. Please smash that like button, everybody, and let YouTube know about your enjoyable live stream. Thank you so much, everybody. And Smith, I think it's fair to say the Mars having a clue. It looks like it, doesn't it, Anne? I have to say I agree. Like this, Gavin, that's the reason why it's hard with the UK. Where we are in the world. Yeah, we gotta untie the UK and drift a bit further northwards, haven't we? Sure, I need to sit in a fridge cabin after all these messy ensembles. I don't know what to make of there. P really thinks cold's going to be coming after Christmas. It might do. It might do. James, we're not quite done yet, my friend. We've still got a bit more to show you, actually. But that's it for ensembles watch part of the, the ensembles part of the stream. So we're going to go to the ECM next, because that's finished updating. ECM 12 said, I'm going to just do some long range. If you want to see some long range, give me a snow emoji. And we'll show you some long range before we go. Right, this is the ECM. So this is how the ECM is looking for the 12 there. Winds in from a west-northwesterly direction on Wednesday. So then winds turning a little bit into the north-northwest through Thursday. Look quite stormy there. Northerly winds on Friday. Low pressure punching through on Saturday. Quite cold with that up in the north, I think, but relatively mild down south. Now, that's quite interesting. That's Christmas Eve. Looks like cold air is moving southwards here. On Christmas Eve. Christmas Day, I mean, what do you make of that? So we've got the Azores high and low pressure in Atlantic trying to bring in mild southwest winds. We've got a bit of a ridge towards Iceland. We've got a lot of cold air sitting to our north and northeast as well. That is, that could go in any direction, really. But by Boxing Day, milder air is coming in from the southwest with that area of low pressure. The upper air temperatures look like that. So that's Saturday 23rd, mild in the south, cold in the north. Cold air starts advancing southwards on Christmas Eve, then retreats away a little bit on Christmas Day, but certainly in the north and northeast it's still quite cold. Milder in the far west, southwest, then mild air enveloping the country on Boxing Day and the 27th of December. That really isn't all that far away from being a cold Christmas with the ECM there. Not far away at all. Right, all of these people want to have a look at some long range, and then we're going to be done on the live stream. Thank you so much, everybody. It's been epic. So, just do a quick roll call. Ben is saying 50-50 cold snowy, 100% but stormy before Christmas. It looks like we're going to have some significant winds there, doesn't it, Ben? And not just from the Brussels sprouts either. No, it looks like we're going to have some significant wind before or over Christmas. The only question is, will it be mild or cold? Okay, let's do a roll call. So, all these people want to see some long range before we wrap it up. So, Menzie wants to see some long range. Professor Swin wants to see some long range. Soup wants to see some long range. Ben wants to see some long range. Sheeran wants to see some long range. P. Billy wants to see some long range. Matthew Orchard wants to see some long range. Lee Warren wants to see some long range. Paul James wants to see some long range. Debbie the Chicken Crazy wants to see some long range. Anne Smith wants to see some long range. Laura Johnson wants to see some long range. Who else? Santa Claus. Santa wants to see some long range. Ho, ho, ho. City Andy wants to see some long range. Jack Lowe wants to see some long range. Michael McLeod wants to see some long range. Frank Cromack wants to see some long range. Shoot wants to see some long range. Mark Kanish wants to see some long range. Lee Stevens is laughing, but I think Lee wants to see some long range as well. I think Michael Cowling wants to see some long range. Michael Loftus wants to see some long range. Luke Bowers wants to see some long range. Matthew Orchard wants to see some long range. And Muncie wants to see some long range as well. If I've missed anybody, I'm very, very sorry. Right, let's do that, and then I'll get things wrapped up. So starting with CFSB2, this is January's 700 millibar height anomaly with low pressure off the Atlantic, but with a bit of blocking up towards Greenland. So it's not that far away from being cold, but overall that is still a mild January from the CFS. February looking like this with high pressure over Spain. Low pressure is to the north, winds coming up from a southwest direction. That would be a very mild February, completely at odds with an El Nino winter, I have to say. March looks like that. Again, we've got high pressure. Though March could be colder. Again, that's been pretty consistent with CFS. High pressure in North Atlantic up towards Greenland with that one. And then go through to April, which might be a bit chilly actually. Some higher pressure in the Atlantic to the northwest. So that might send in more of a northwesterly type flow there in April. May also looking anticyclonic in May actually. So I'm going to say chilly, but no, May looks quite warm. High pressure centre a little bit more towards our east. Winds could be coming up from a southwesterly direction. So after what could be quite a chilly March and April, possibly we get a warm May. And then we go through to June, and this looks anticyclonic. A big ridge in the North Atlantic stretching out into Europe. So that could be a mostly dry and very warm, or even a hot June there from the CFS Beijing Climate Centre. This is what it was forecasted for the 500 millibar height anomaly for December. So blocking, yes, but with a ridge to the southwest. So just not quite lining up right to be a cold month, but not that far away from it. Cold across Eastern Europe and west parts of Russia, though, with that big trough of low pressure through there. Now, this is what it's forecasting for January, with high pressure to the southwest, low pressure is in the Atlantic. So that will be drawing up a southwesterly wind into January. February, looking anticyclonic, high pressure right over top of the country, mostly dry, probably quite mild with that high pressure built up from the south rather than down from the north. So it's thrusted up rather than pushed down. With high pressure. Anyway, that's probably quite a dry but relatively mild February. March looks like that, high pressure south, so mild for March as well. April takes a high pressure towards Greenland, but there's also a ridge to west of Europe. So again, not that far away from being cold in May. Sorry, not that cold from, not that far from. So where's April? There's April. Okay, got them in the wrong order. Right, this is April. Forget that, everybody. Forget that. This is April. High pressure around Spain. Low pressure towards Greenland, Iceland. So that's generally mild into April. So rather very mild weather. Actually, this is May. May. So blocking in May towards Greenland, but a ridge through the west of Europe. That could bring a lot of dry weather with it as well. Very strange update bits from Beijing Climate Centre, I have to say. And then finally, we've got June with high pressure towards Spain, low pressure in the North Atlantic. That could be establishing more of a westerly flow into June. That's quite an odd update from the Beijing Climate Centre today. Not sure about that. And then finally, we've got Peitao Peng's analogues. No, Peitao Peng still going potentially for a cold January. Still seeing a lot of blocking in January with Peitao Peng's analogues. High pressure towards Greenland, but a trough of low pressure over Europe. Winds will be coming in from the north or a northeasterly direction. So it could be quite cold there with Peitao Peng's analogue for January. February also looking like that. I have to say, because we're probably in the east of Europe, that's where the trough is centred, so it could be really cold into the Balkans and eastern parts of Europe. But we do see a considerable amount of bread here within high latitude, so it is possible we might bring in some colder air from the east and the northeast at times through both January and also through February as well. March looks like that again. Could be a little bit of cold potential in March. You've got high pressure still blocking up to the north, lower pressure over towards Germany maybe, and winds in again potentially from a northeasterly direction. I reckon that could be a string of cold months for January, February and March there. April looks like that, so probably more anticyclonic into April, I would suggest, like a rather milder type pattern, but still quite a bit of northern blocking going on around Greenland even to then. That's May, so a little bit difficult to decide what's happening there. Probably anticyclonic and relatively mild or warm. And then finally June looks like that, so then we may be starting to set up a bit of a trough over top of the country into June. Let's just go on to July and August for interest purposes. So yeah, that's a trough setting up in June. So July, we find ourselves parked under a trough of low then, unsettled in July again, similar to last year. And August, also looking a bit mixed really, with some low pressure towards north of Scotland. But high pressure down towards Spain might deliver some warmer, drier weather. Anyway, back into the summer. So that really is ultra long range. We're still hovering around 100 concurrent viewers. Thank you so much, everybody. It's been an absolutely epic live stream. Unbelievable. Thank you so much. Right, let's turn up a display capture at the end now. So thank you so much, everybody. It's been a great live stream. Thank you so much to each and every one of you for our live stream today. So we're at the end now. So if ever so thanks to our lovely moderators, to James98, and also to Paul, to James and Paul. That'd be absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much to our lovely moderators. Thank you so much, moderators. And yeah, what do you make of that then, everybody? Jesse 10, I missed a big chunk of the live. What's the trend, everybody? We're mixed. I think we say mixed, GXD. Definitely mixed over and after Christmas. So yeah, we're at the end of the live stream now. Let's say this is the last regular, live stream at this regular time slot. So next Sunday is Christmas Eve. We are going to be live streaming on Christmas Eve, but it will be late. It'll be starting around 20 to 11, something like that. And we're going to run into the opening minutes of Christmas Day. It's going to be a lovely stream. So if you're around the channel for that, then please check in, and that's going to be really lovely late on Christmas Eve. And then no live stream on New Year's Eve. So our next live stream on a Sunday at 6 p.m. will actually be, as Mark has already said, on Sunday the 7th of January, and it'll be interesting to see where things are by then, won't it? Now, we're going to be live, though, on Wednesday, so we've got our 10 to 14 day live on Wednesday. Looking forward to that. I'm going to have a Friday night live stream as well this week. Remember, I'm live streaming Weather Fans as well on Thursday. I'm going to be a guest on Weather Fans channel, so that's going to be a little bit of fun. That's at 7:30. Right, so a couple more from the live chat. Paul Cooper, thank you so much, my friend. I didn't see you in the live chat, but thank you so much for being here. Paul Biddy, thanks for another, PB, I should say. Thanks for another real live stream. Thank you so much, P. Thanks so much for dropping by. Richard and Monty are having a laugh, I think. Anne Smith, thanks, Gavin Mods, no problem, Anne. Michael Loftus, a mixed bag of sprouts. There's going to be plenty of wind around this Christmas. No, no doubt about that. Michael Loftus, no New Year countdown. No, I won't be live streaming on New Year's Eve, Michael. I'm going to have a light off if that's all right. Maybe have one or two glasses. We'll see. Richard, Christmas, hopefully I get home early after 6 days in a row at work. I hope you do, Rich. You actually have a day off on Christmas Day. Chris A, bye Gavin. Bye to you, my friend. Shiram, great live stream, Gav. Thank you so much, Shiram. Christmas evening, James 98. Christmas Eve into midnight stream. Very much. Yeah, we'll be live streaming Christmas Eve to Christmas Day. And Simon Jenkins, Nottingham Webbershire watch. Bye, Gabby, and evening. Goodbye to you, my friend. Thanks so much for your super chat. Thank you so much for your kindness and generosity, Josh. And Simon Jenkins, what a great live stream. Enjoyed every minute. Thanks, Gavin. I hope you'll take care. Thank you so much for dropping by, Simon. Lee saying bye. And Matthew, going to be having Bubble and Squeak on Boxing Day. Nice, Matthew. Okay, we're at the end of the live stream. Thank you so much, everybody. It's been epic. We'll end it there. Have a great rest of your Sunday evening. I shall see you live again tomorrow, by the way, 6 a.m. broadcast. Take the boarding day. And the next Christmas countdown, and on Christmas countdown, and then on Wednesday, of course, we're live, so I shall see you then. Have a great rest of your Sunday evening, and for this live stream, that's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and bye for now.